Hello, everyone, and welcome to Who is John Doe Wednesdays, where I'll be playing Batman the Enemy Within. For right now, I'm going to let people know that I'm streaming, and I'll be right back. Alright, let's go ahead and start into the game.
War always carries a cost, and my war on crime is no different. The truth is, no matter how hard I fight, sometimes I have to lose. In order to save Selina from this fate, I had to give myself up. My life for hers. Now, there's nothing to stop Harley Quinn and her crew from killing everyone at the Sanctus facility and stealing a virus that could wipe out Gotham. Meanwhile, I face the cold embrace. Waller. Damn it. Just think. Can't unlock it from here. Riddler's capsule. That's not gonna do me any good right now. The EMP. It'll fry the auto locks on this chamber. I need to prime it before I can activate it. I'm here. Harley had me thrown into one of Freeze's cryo chambers. But I'm okay now.
Oh, well, that's a relief. I'm afraid I was starting to panic.
I've got it under control, Alfred.
Is the Pact still in the subway?
No. I'm bringing the car around. Call Waller. Tell her the Pact means to slaughter their way into Sanctus, and I'm going after her.
What? They'll have you shot on sight, Bruce.
I'm not going as Bruce. It's time to let Batman handle things.
Alfred, I'm in.
Any sign of Harley or the others?
They beat me here. Looks like Bane took out one of the spa workers.
More death and destruction.
This blood trail looks like they dragged something. They're looking for Project Lotus. Looks like the alarm system has been disabled.
Who's there?
Batman! Get out of here or I'll shoot! I swear to God!
Where did they go?
They went down in the elevator.
Do you have access?
It's gotta scan my eyes.
Another use for Riddler's eyes. Call it for me!
No way. Those freaks are down there. They'll kill me if they see me.
If you do it, I can stop the intruders that attacked you.
I'm not supposed to let anyone in there. But... all right. You gotta stop them.
Send paramedics.
I've already made the call. Bruce, I contacted Director Waller. She, wants to speak with you. Now.
Put her through.
Batman, where are you? Give me a status update.
I'm at the Sanctus facility. I split with the Pact, and they beat me here. It's a bloodbath.
I ordered you not to blow your cover. What the hell were you thinking? You could have been there to prevent this.
I had to protect Catwoman. They would have killed her otherwise.
So instead, you let others die. We'll be there to back you up soon. We're gonna put an end to this once and for all.
Looks like Sanctus security barely slowed them down.
That's why you have to keep them there until we arrive. That virus cannot be allowed to leave the facility. Don't mess this up again.
This door lock requires a key card. No key card here. Those green lights seem odd. Remind me of Riddler. Hopefully it was quick. No key card here. Someone's trapped under there. His final moments must have been painful, horrific. Scientist. Easy. You'll just injure yourself more.
It's too late for that. Stop them. Here. Take my...
Don't touch anything unless I say so. We don't know what half this stuff does.
What are you doing?
I don't know if you stole Harley's laptop or not, but I'm glad you kept them from icing me. I'm returning the favor. I'm on guard duty along with 3 gunmen who are all watching that door up ahead. If I hadn't stopped you, you'd be full of holes right now. We don't always see eye to eye, but I'd much prefer you in one piece.
I'm just glad to see you alive.
Same. After seeing them throw you in Freeze's meat locker, I wasn't sure if that was the end. I've seen a lot of death recently. Harley encouraged Freeze and Bane. They killed anyone they wanted. I should have done something more to stop them. But I didn't.
Fake! What did I say about touching the equipment?
Be quiet, you imbecile!
I'm going to make this right. I'll help you stop them. Whatever I have to do, they're not getting that virus. Whatever it is, I can do it.
Good. We'll fight them together.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Anything in here could kill ya. So keep your hands to yourself.
Let's do this.
You know what you're doing. Of course I know what I'm doing. Don't you worry about making a mistake.
Do not distract him. He can execute this job perfectly.
That's what I'm afraid of.
You should be keeping an eye out. Make sure nothing interrupts us.
Big lab, huh?
Seem bigger.
Shut it, you two!
Tick-tock, Freezy. Get the virus and let's go.
It's an automated extraction process. You can't rush it.
I've seen Freezy's popsicle wife move faster than this thing.
Batman! This is a distraction we do not need.
You switching sides on us, kitty?
I weighed my options and what can I say? I don't like to lose.
You made a big mistake.
The virus is almost extracted.
All right, Bats. What made you think you'd be able to stop all of us? I wouldn't put money on your chances of walking out of here.
Maybe we should try a therapy circle.
I'm not alone.
Aw, we'll bury you side by side in the pet cemetery. Unfortunately, we have a tight schedule. But I always have time to kill you. Get 'em, boys! I got a present for you. Not today. Bad kitty!
extraction completed.
Enough of this! You're done!
Emergency protocols activated.
Damn it!
Nora, I managed to save them for you.
Please evacuate the lab through the emergency elevator.
Batman, we're in the facility now.
Harley! Wait up!
No! I'm infected! What are you doing? You need me!
Not anymore.
Harley!
Harley's getting away.
Come on, we'll find...
Get down! Get down!
We didn't stop Harley.
You did enough. Now get out of here.
See you around sometime.
Alfred, call Tiffany and tell her to get to the manor. Harley escaped with a virus.
Right away.
Get me a proper lockdown crew in here, Stat. I want bioscans on Freeze. Do not let him out of that airlock. Move it, people!
Good work here, Batman.
Good work? Harley escaped with the Lotus virus. Your girlfriend Catwoman is nowhere to be found. Same goes for your boy John. So if good work means half the pact is loose in Gotham, and we've got a megavirus in the hands of a psychopath, then yes, this is picture perfect. Oh, I could think of some more colorful words to describe this situation.
Catwoman and John are not a concern. Our focus needs to be on Quinn.
As much as I hate to admit it, you have a point. Sanctus, right under our noses all this time.
Chemical weapons, human experimentation. Sanctus is the darkest part of the agency's history. Oh, this place is just evil.
And that's why we're shutting it down once and for all. We can take some of this equipment and put it to good use.
Sounds like a risk, Waller. You don't know whose hands this tech could fall into.
Why don't you let me worry about that, Batman? I'm gonna need your help tracking down Quinn. She's out there with the virus, and that's a threat to Gotham we simply can't allow.
Freeze must have an idea about where she'd go in these circumstances.
Don't waste your time with that maniac. He'd say anything to throw us off track.
But he's our best lead.
Well, I disagree. Freeze is nothing more than a science experiment gone awry. You best keep your focus on Harley and the virus before anyone else gets hurt.
That was strange. She just completely shut me down. She's normally so open to all possible leads. This is so unlike her. Really? You too? Listen, Director Waller may think it's a waste of time, but I say leave no stone unturned.
I'll see what I can find out.
Hey, Will, give me a hand with this, will you? I think there may be something we can salvage back here.
Batman, have you come to gloat? To revel in what you've done?
Of course not. You don't deserve this. You need help, Freeze.
You think?
I'm here to talk about Harley Quinn. I need your help to find her.
If you want me to tell you what I know about Harley, I'm going to need something from you in exchange. The agency intends to keep me prisoner with this virus living inside me. They mean to study me. Given the chance, I could beat this, just like Riddler. He became stronger for it.
You're saying Riddler became infected with the Lotus virus when he worked for Sanctus?
If he could survive it, I believe I can too. That dial, there. They've keyed it into the temperature regulators in the airlock. All I need from you is to turn that dial. Let my body do the rest. Lower the temperature in the airlock. I know that I can fight this.
I will do that for you. But first, tell me what you know.
I'm so glad you're agreeable. The truth is, the Lotus virus doesn't have to be this. Riddler's blood can turn the virus into something that can heal. That's why we stole his body. Why your friends in the agency had it on ice. My Nora will perish if I don't use Lotus to save her. Bane merely hoped to cure himself of his addiction. Harley already has the virus. Now, she needs a blood sample from Riddler's body. With it, she will have what she needs to create the serum. She'll go for the body first. That's how you will find her. I already have samples of the blood. Look for a temperature-controlled container. Now, you have what you came for. Please, do as you promised. Thank you, Batman.
I need to get to the subway right away. If Harley's trying to make this serum, she'll go straight for Riddler's blood.
I'm coming with you. The secondary properties of this virus. The serum they want to make from it. I've got a feeling Director Waller didn't want us to hear that. Which would explain why she steered you away from Freeze. What is she up to, I wonder?
Waller always operates on some hidden agenda. Surprised you're only just realizing.
I guess I'm not. Just realizing, that is. I guess I just have blinders on when it comes to people I look up to.
Don't worry about that now. If we hurry, we can intercept Harley at the lair.
We could use Bruce on this one. The less attention we draw to ourselves, the better.
What does that mean?
If Harley sees Batman coming, she may do something drastic. But if she sees Bruce, she'll think she can take you. You don't know I'm the one that told Waller who you really are. Are we all good? I'd like to clear the air, in the interest of full transparency.
Sure. We're good.
All right then.
suppose I should have seen this coming. She's become more and more erratic since she came to Gotham. I hardly know what she's going to do next.
Harley?
No. Director Waller. I'm not used to her keeping me out of the loop. Ah! Damn! Ow! Ah, the hell is wrong with this thing?
Damn it, sorry. I've got a passive anti-surveillance system running. It must have triggered
What did you say, Bruce? Looked like you were speaking, but can't hear so well without these.
I was saying the car as a passive security system. It triggered feedback in your hearing aids.
Crappy agency technology. Not your fault. Look, it's fine. I'd just rather not talk about it. I have to admit, a part of me was sort of hoping we'd be taking the Batmobile. Not that this car isn't great, but, you know, it's no Batmobile.
Oh, we are taking it.
I don't follow.
I push a button, the armor plates flip, and voila, Batmobile.
That's incredible. If you're not just pulling my leg.
Yeah. Lucius Fox was a genius.
You've put a lot of time and energy into this crusade.
I prefer to think of it as a mission.
Do you ever question it? Not the mission. I mean, the methods. The clandestine nature of what you do. The fear tactics. The occasional brutality. No judgment. Just curious.
I've done what I had to do. I don't always enjoy it, but it's part of being Batman. If I don't question it, I'm as bad as the criminals I fight.
That makes sense. I'm having a bit of an existential crisis.
Existential crisis?
Yeah, it's Waller. Why wouldn't she want us to know what Freeze told you? Things have gotten gray recently. Too gray. I don't know if I'm on the right side anymore. Maybe I shouldn't have brought this up.
So what are you saying?
I wish I knew exactly. I was hoping talking to you might give me some clarity.
Hey, you sure you're okay to do this?
Absolutely. You know, I looked through Gordon's case files about Harley. Her father suffered from mental illness that eventually drove him to suicide. An illness with a strong hereditary link. It's very possible she wants the serum to prevent the same thing happening to her.
If she fails, she's got one deadly plan B.
Don't sound so worried, Batman. I'm here to help.
We're almost there.
Harley's back is against the wall. If she has Riddler's blood, she'll be incredibly dangerous.
Hey, you don't need to tell me. She tried to freeze me to death.
Then we're on the same page.
Harley. She must be gone already.
Do you think that means she already has the vials?
I don't know, but it's worth a look. Maybe she got scared off before she could find them. C4, plastic explosive. Only a little, though. Must be remnants from something bigger. I don't remember Bane making bombs, and it doesn't match Freeze's MO. Who then? Harley? John?
Even money on both.
Damn it.
What is it?
They're gone. The vials are gone. C4 and stolen blood. How do those two things add up?
So...
Keep looking. Blood, but was this here before? Dried. Must be from when Harley shot Bane's men. Huh. On the side here, someone's damaged this. Hey, Avesta. Does this look familiar?
We call it a liminal device, a not quite as powerful phalanx key. Some agency field ops are issued one, and if they left it, they must have been rushed. An agency team has been here.
It could have been used to access Freeze's container with the vials.
Oh, God. I thought this thing was supposed to preserve him.
Obviously, it failed. Right. Decomposition is actually accelerated. They purposefully disabled the capsule. If that's the case, then they were trying to destroy the body.
It's textbook asset denial, but it's some sloppy work.
They were moving fast. Too fast. The rapid decay. Wonder if that's a side effect of the virus, or being in that capsule, or both.
Bruce, why? If Harley decides to release the virus, that sample may be the most valuable weapon we have.
Alfred, I did a bioscan of Riddler's corpse. I'm sending the data to you. The body is breaking down, so do your best with it.
Received, Bruce. It's... Oh my. This may take a bit of time.
So, Waller takes the blood and has Riddler's body destroyed.
That would make her the only player who could create a viable Project Lotus sample. Having all the pieces to the puzzle.
Oh my God. Bruce. The Pact all had problems. Medical problems they needed solving.
And if Waller's the solution, she can make them work for her. She's not above using leverage to get people under her thumb. I mean, look what she did with my identity. Harley.
The virus!
is she, John? Where's Harley?
I don't think we've been formally introduced. Doe. John Doe.
She's a friend, John. Our friend.
I had a friend. It didn't work out. Oh, hey! Hold on. Are you two-timing cat lady, Bruce? She was here.
Wait, she was here?
Yeah.
Where is she now, John? This is important.
You got some real nerve. You know that? Buddy? Remember the cafe? Just be yourself, John. Then I stuck my neck out for you. Way out. Bane nearly ripped my head off. And for what? She flew the coop. And I have nothing. You steered me wrong. At every turn. Every bad piece of advice. Everything blew up in my face.
I was honestly trying to help.
Well then, newsflash! You're bad at helping, Bruce. Like bad helping Hall of Fame bad.
We need some real answers, Bruce.
There's no point. It's over. The pact, the dream, us.
Not yet, it's not. She's still out there, with a deadly virus in a city full of innocent people.
Call me when you got something I care about. It always surprises me how heavy guns are. This was hers.
It's gonna be okay, John. I promise. I care, John. You know that.
I'm nearly out of reasons to believe you anymore, Bruce. Ew. Well, it's been real.
What are you doing, John?
Leaving. There's nothing left for me here. A lot of bad memories. And a weird smell.
John, I understand you want to run. I've run before. But problems, they just come with you. No matter how far you go.
Nope. Pretty sure I can get away from that smell.
Damn it, John! Listen to me. I need to find Harley.
I don't want to do this anymore. Not for you. Not for her. Certainly not for Gotham.
John, please. This is important. I know it hasn't been easy for us, but I am your friend.
Okay, buddy. Look, the agency was here. They took the blood. I was up here in a very dark place. They didn't find me. But Harley did. I told her what happened to Riddler. She gave me this.
And where do you think Miss Quinn is now? We'd like to find her sooner, rather than
I
later.
don't want to find her. My heart can't take another kicking. I don't ever want to see her again. She ruined me. I can't.
Help me bring her to justice. It's what she deserves, John.
I just can't say no to you, Bruce. You gotta keep an eye on this guy. That Wayne charm gets him every time. You sure know how to spin things. All the right ways to twist my arm. It's going to take me a few hours to find her. I have to check a few places, do some things.
Okay, we'll come with you.
No, you won't. Look, I can see you've tried to be nice, but I just need some time to think, or whatever. I need to do this alone. I'll call you when I find something.
Wait, hold on. We'd really like your help, John. Are you sure you won't reconsider us coming with you?
It's okay. Go.
Bruce, let's talk about this.
He'll come through. He's done it before.
It's funny. When you first walked through that door, I honestly thought you came here to check on me.
I'm going to track down those vials in the agency's cold storage.
Be careful.
Thanks.
Alfred, how's the bioscan analysis going?
Nearly complete. I should have it ready for you when you arrive.
I'm on my way.
Cal, you there? I'm back. I'm taking over at the computer. Al!
Oh God, no. No. Please don't. Al, can you hear me?
Alfred?
What's the matter? Thomas, let's chat. Now's the time. Won't be long. So much to do.
No, Al, it's me. It's Bruce.
Yes. What would Master Bruce think about what you've done? I don't know. He and the Cobblepot boy are playmates.
Please wake up.
Bruce, where am I?
Easy. You're in the cave. Take your time, think back, and tell me exactly what happened.
Ah, no, it was nothing. I was working and I felt dizzy for a moment. I must have been more exhausted than I realized. And, well, basically that's all there is to it.
Sorry, got him. Sorry, got a ring at the doorbell. Going to check on what it was. Be right back. We're back. Continue.
Hey, slow down, relax. I'll take care of you.
Couldn't be in better hands. Don't worry. I'll be back up in no time. Just...
Hey, careful.
Thank you, Bruce. I'll just catch my breath. Just give me a moment, please. It's all nonsense.
What is?
Freeze's magic cure-all. It doesn't work as intended. Take a look.
Selena Kyle. Selena Kyle, also known as Catwoman, an infamous cat burglar of formidable skill. She and I met when we faced off on the rooftops of the mayor's office, after she had broken in and stolen a data drive of incriminating information. She briefly dated my old friend and one-time Mayor Harvey Dent. We had a romantic relationship, while she was in Gotham, at least shortly before I took down Lady Arkham. Selena left town for good. I still miss her, even after a year of absence. I hope that when we see each other again, if we see each other again, we can pick up where we left off. Harley Quinn, Dr. Harleen Quinzel, former Arkham Asylum and Blackgate prison psychiatrist. Current criminal. It's unclear how this PhD holder went from being a brilliant doctor to little more than a common thug, but at some point, she ended up joining Riddler's Gaming with Thieves. If what John says is correct about the information of influence she wields in this pact, I'm going to have to impress her if I want to infiltrate the group. Exactly how I do that, well, that's going to be a little trickier. Mr. Freeze, Dr. Victor Freeze, aka Mr. Freeze. Once an upstanding scientist, Freeze turned into a life of crime in order to fund his own research into curing the disease that's killing his wife, Nora. In the meantime, Nora lives in suspended animation in a freeze chamber of his own invention. Knowing his weakness for his wife is something to keep in mind for later. I can use this to my advantage if I ever find myself in a tight spot. I need Freeze's help, or need to stop him. Bane is an escaped convict of Santa Prisca prison. One of Riddler's crew. He is involved in some kind of plot against the city. I was confronted by him at the arsenal, and just when I thought I had gotten the best of him, he injected himself with some kind of substance that increased his strength and stamina by an alarming amount. This was what enabled him and his men to defeat me and make off with the GCPD's weapons and 8 PCs. A formidable enemy, even without enhancement. He's nearly unstoppable once he's taken it. I'm going to have to find some way of parting him from the strength-boosting substance if I want a chance of taking him down. Harvey Bullock. I crossed paths with Harvey Bullock when Catwoman, John, and I were infiltrating the Riddler's old workshop. Couldn't tell if he was there to guard the spot, or was in the wrong place at the wrong time. John was ready to knock him out with a crowbar, and I had to make a quick decision how to handle the situation between injuring Bullock or corrupting him. Detective Harvey Bullock has worked alongside Commissioner Gordon for years, but his attitude has kept him from rising in the ranks. But still, he's one of the few good cops still in Gotham. Abandoned subway station, Gotham Underground. Abandoned subway station, Gotham Underground. Sanctus. Sanctus, from what I've been able to piece together, is an unauthorized offshoot of the agency that developed the deadly super virus and biochemical weapon known as Project Lotus. Sanctus used to be a science division of the shadowy government group until Amanda Waller took over. discovered their unethical methods, and shut them down. However, they seem to have regrouped and continued their research in secret, and out of the hands of the law. There was some truth in Riddler's claim that the agency made him Riddler used to work for Sanctus, and during that time became infected with the virus. Unlike previous test subjects, though, Riddler didn't die a horrible death. Somehow, he survived. He became stronger. Sanctus found after the agency tried to shut them down. But even with their continued research, Sanctus never discovered the potential healing problem of the virus that was Riddler's secret and his curse. Bodhi Spa. A massage parlor by all appearances, Bodhi Spa is actually a front for Sanctus, an illegal offshoot of the agency, according to what I uncovered from Riddler's encrypted laptop. This is the same location from where Project Lotus, a deadly virus and biochemical weapon, was developed and tested on human subjects. This is sure to be the site the Pact will raid. While it may house scientists lacking a moral code beneath its foundation, above ground it is frequented by innocent clients and masseurs. If I don't stop them, the Pact is liable to kill everyone they find within, regardless of who's guilty and who is innocent. Agency calls Wayne Enterprises investigation resolved. An investigation into the industrial accident that killed one and injured 14 at Wayne Tower is no longer active. According to agency spokeswoman, details from the GCPD investigation are not being released to the public at this time. A press conference held at GCPD headquarters and managed by the agency only confirmed that this matter is resolved. The GCPD's investigation has proven what we already suspected, that this was nothing more than a tragic accident, said Agency Public Affairs Specialist Alexei Yu. We are satisfied with the findings of local law enforcement and have no plan to investigate further. We are working with Wayne Enterprises to minimize the risk that contributed to this accident, Yu continued. The agency and the GCPD have our full cooperation, said Wayne Enterprises Chairperson Regina Zellerbach. The safety of our employees is our primary concern. Wayne Tower is an iconic piece of the Gotham skyline, and we're doing all we can to protect it. Citywide bombings, distraction for crime spree. Gotham is rocked by bombings in the early hours of this morning. While no one was hurt, the explosion left many of Gotham's citizens rattled and suspecting an act of terrorism, especially after the recent attacks of the Riddler. New information has come to light, however, that may dispel rumors of terrorism. Captain Geoffrey Sampras of the GCPD bomb squad confirmed that the detonated bombs were designed to maximize light and sound rather than damage, saying these explosions were meant to cause panic, not hurt people, at least not directly. Additionally, at the time of the bombings, several break-ins and homicides were reported across the city at some of Gotham's most high-profile establishments. The Gotham Brokerage, GothCorp's Labs, and the GCPD's own arsenal have confirmed by survivors as targets for the break-ins. While the GCPD has refused to comment directly on the suspected link between the explosions and the crime spree, they issued the following statement. The safety of Gotham's citizens remains the police department's top priority, and rest assured that the GCPD is conducting a thorough investigation into both the recent thefts and this morning's bombings. Batman fills Gotham, criminals at large with GCPD weapons. Batman was on the site of the GCPD arsenal while the department's armored vehicles garage fell victim to the same crime spree that terrorized the city in the early hours of this morning. but was unable to stop the thieves from killing 2 police officers and 1 mechanic, and escaping with an unspecified number of APCs, or armored personnel carriers. A survivor of the attack, who wished to remain nameless, claims the leader of the band of thugs who broke into the GCPD property and fought opposite Gotham's Crusader was something more than human. I've never seen anything like it, the survivor told the Gazette. He was huge, strong as an ox, too. He injected himself with something, I don't know what, and I swear he got even stronger. He threw Batman into a wall like he was a ragdoll. That's right, readers. Not even the combined forces of Gotham's police department and the Dark Knight himself could stop this giant, and his gang of hooligans from making off with deadly tanks capable of murdering countless civilians. I had been ready to accept that the Batman was the savior Gotham needed, but this act of incompetence is another reminder that we cannot put our trust in a vigilante who gets to keep his face hidden from the public while we live in fear of dangerous criminals every day. Riddler dead, agency confirms. After a deadly reign of terror that resulted in an untold number of victims, the notorious masked madman known as the Riddler has been confirmed dead by government law enforcement group the Agency. The Agency has claimed responsibility for the takedown of one of Gotham's most notorious criminals, stating only that the Riddler was found at the harbor with civilian hostages during the explosions that shook the city, adding that he and his goons were heavily armed. It is still unknown whether or not Riddler was involved in the bombings, though an inside source tells the Gazette that he is not currently being considered as a suspect, even a posthumous one, in the alleged attacks of terrorism. While the agency and GCPD have yet to confirm the circumstances that which led to Riddler's death, Gotham may sleep easier tonight, knowing that one last murderer is on the streets. Batman missing after a fight with Myth Luchador. Disturbing reports have surfaced that suggest Batman, Gotham's defender, may have been mortally wounded in the early hours of this morning in the GCPD's assault. An eyewitness and survivor of the fatal assault on the Arsenal said Batman was hurt. Bad. Their leader did a real number on him. I tried to get him help, but I don't know if it got there in time. Honestly, I don't know if anyone can survive a concrete slab falling on them, not even Batman. Their leader is described as an enormous man with tattoos and superhuman strength, wearing a luchador or Mexican wrestler mask. As confirmed by several witnesses to this morning's incursion, this still unnamed man should be considered armed and dangerous, according to the GCPD, who also urged civilians not to approach him and call the police immediately if seen. When asked if Batman was hurt or killed by the superhuman criminal, the GCPD spokesperson told the Gazette, while the police department has partnered with the Batman in the past, we do not represent him in any official capacity and can neither confirm nor deny claims that he may have been injured in this morning's assault. There is yet to be any sightings of the Cape vigilante since this morning's attack. Beloved police mechanic dead in attack on GCPD Arsenal. It was confirmed this morning, just hours after the attack on the Gotham Police Department's Arsenal and the multiple reports of break-ins across the city, that one of the victims of the assault, police vehicle maintenance mechanic Charles Chip Paulson, 53, died on visit injuries. Paulson, leader of his local neighborhood watch, Marine veteran and much-loved member of the community, was employed as a mechanic at the police department's Arsenal, servicing the armored personnel carriers and squad cars. The Arsenal was broken into in the early hours of the morning, just after the explosions that erupted across the city, and during the other deadly assaults on the Gotham brokerage and GothCorp labs. They resulted in the loss of dozens of lives, including Paulson's. The PD Arsenal was the only affected site at which Batman was spotted. An eyewitness claims that Paulson defended Batman against the leader of assailants, but it was ultimately this man, a masked luchador or Mexican wrestler by accounts, who ended Paulson's life. Paulson was married to Abigail Paulson, was a father of 4 and a foster father of 3. He was just so brave, his wife told the Gazette. He was always willing to help anyone in need. What happened to him, it's unthinkable. Chip was a good man, former Police Commissioner Gordon said today in a press statement. One of the best. He was a hero and a personal friend. Many lost their lives this morning, but Chip's passing strikes at the core of the GCPD. We will not rest until the people that did this are behind bars. A public memorial ceremony will be held for Paulson and the other fallen officers outside the Gotham City Police Precinct tomorrow night. Bruce Wayne in bar fight. Gotham billionaire and playboy Bruce Wayne was spotted today at local bar The Stacked Deck, engaged in a brawl that with an as of yet unnamed patron. Sources confirm that the Wayne Enterprises CEO was seen drinking with a pale, green-haired man when a fight erupted. This is yet another blow to Wayne's image after his very public assault on one-time Wayne Enterprises CEO Oswald Cobblepot last year, and the recent explosions that killed Wayne Enterprises employee Lucius Fox. Speculations have begun that the revolution of his father, Thomas Wayne's criminal past, has taken too great a toll on the bachelor playboy, and that Wayne may be on the verge of snapping completely. Wayne Enterprises stock still holds steady despite Wayne's volatile actions of late, but analysts are keeping a close eye on the market. No charges are being filed against Wayne, according to GCPD sources, and Wayne's representatives could not be reached for comment. Bruce Wayne on the decline. Gotham's billionaire and infamous playboy, Bruce Wayne, was spotted today at local watering hole and dive bar at the Stacked Deck. Patrons claim to have seen him drinking with a thin, green-haired man, identified only as John. This consorting with Gotham's seedier underbelly is just another in a line negative publicity that young business tycoon has been garnering. After assault on one-time Wayne Enterprises CEO Oswald Cobblepot last year, which briefly landed Wayne in Arkham Asylum, the billionaire has had to contend with an investigation into the deadly explosion at Wayne Tower, which led to the death of one of the head of Wayne Enterprises Research and Development, Lucius Fox. Speculations have begun that the revolution of his father, Thomas Wayne's criminal past, has taken too great a toll on the bachelor playboy, and that he may be on the verge of snapping completely. Wayne Enterprise stock still holds steady despite Wayne's erratic actions of late, but analysts are keeping a close eye on the market. Gordon demoted to deputy operations. In a massive fall from grace, Gotham's recently promoted Commissioner Gordon has already managed to lose his title, being demoted to the top deputy operations of the GCPD. In a press statement released earlier today, the GCPD informed the public ex-Commissioner Gordon has served Gotham and her citizens to the fullest of his capabilities. His demotion is not a reflection of his character or his ability to do his job. Deputy Ops is extremely lucky to have a man of his caliber on their team. When asked why the Gordon was demoted, if he was so capable in his role, the police department refused to comment, stating that the details were part of an active investigation, and releasing them to the public would only jeopardize current police efforts. Jim Gordon has done more for the city than anyone else on the team, Officer Renee Montoya told the Gazette. If you ask me, it's a disgrace. I owe my life to that man, and to see him treated like this, it's just wrong. Though a few names have been floated as the possible candidates for the role of police commissioner, the GCPD has yet to name a replacement. Hedgeson takes over crime spree investigation. GCPD confirmed today that they has given the agency control of their investigation into the recent break-ins. Throughout the city, at least 12 people have been confirmed dead in relation to these events, including 3 police officers and 5 city employees. Confusion about and within the investigation has been a cause of concern for Gotham's citizens. Residents are calling for a stronger police presence throughout the city, as well as answers about the attack themselves. So far, no suspect has been apprehended. Historically, the agency and GCPD have rarely worked in tandem. It was a joint investigation decades ago that pitted the two against the Riddler, one which ultimately ended in failure. Many have called into question the organization's ability to effectively deal with the group's responsibility for the citywide attacks. A GCPD spokesperson told the Gazette while the agency might be leading the investigation, rest assured they have Gotham PD's full cooperation. More in the story as to follow as information is made available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not even 6. It's not going down. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 more stories. I mean, they don't even read them themselves because there were 2 big spelling errors. I mean, not spelling, grammar errors. Agency convoy attacked. Where was Batman? An armored convoy belonging to the agency was attacked last night by the group responsible for yesterday's morning's assault across the city. The agency is reported to have been transporting unidentified cargo when it was disabled by an electromagnetic pulse, which left 3 blocks of downtown Gotham without electricity. While Gotham Gas and Electric struggles to restore power, citizens are placing blame on the GCPD and on Batman. Eyewitnesses claimed the GCPD raised the bat signal to alert him, but there was no reported sightings. Rumor of the masked hero's death have proliferated after Batman clashed unsuccessfully with a dangerous luchador during yesterday's attack on the GCPD armory. The same fighter was seen at last night's raid on the agency convoy, along with what witnesses are describing as a clown, a gymnast, and a blue man. Agency backup was late to arrive on the scene and unable to prevent the terrorist group from escaping. The GCPD wouldn't comment on Batman's mysterious disappearance. In a press statement, however, they confirmed that the attacks of the Gotham brokerage house, Gothcorp Labs, and the GCPD arsenal appear to be from the same group who perpetrated the attacks on the convoy. They went on to say the agency is working diligently to apprehend this group of terrorists. We at the GCPD are doing everything in our power to assist their efforts. Family begs Gotham Gazette for help in finding missing couple. For 5 years, family and friends have been left to wonder what happened to Dr. Victor Freeze and his wife Nora. The two have been reported missing following a deadly accident at Gothcorp Labs. Before her disappearance, Nora Freeze was diagnosed with an advanced stage of McGregor's syndrome. McGregor's is a rare terminal illness for which there is no known treatment. Victor Freeze, a cryogenicist at Gothcorp Labs, was working to cryogenically preserve her. This would slow down the progression of the illness until a cure could be found. One of these experiments triggered a catastrophic explosion, resulting in the destruction of Gothcorp's cryogenics wing and the death of several scientists. After the wreckage was cleared, there was no sign of either Victor or Nora. Family and friends have searched tirelessly, but it seems the couple must have somehow escaped the ruin. After a year's search, the trial went cold, and the police investigation was abandoned. Those who loved the couple, however, never gave up hope. Victor Freeze was a devoted husband and son whose research has saved countless lives. Nora Freeze, an accomplished scientist in her own right, was an active member of her community. She served on boards of several charities for impoverished children. I was going to say impoverished nations because that's usually what I reading the news, and was a fixture of the Gotham's philanthropic scene. Nora and Victor's friends and family have not given up their search as easily as the police have. We're begging the people of Gotham to help us, said Dora Smithy, Nora's sister. My sister desperately needs medical attention. If you see anything, please contact us. And Victor, if you're out there, please bring Nora home to us. Exclusive: Riddler Murdered by Connor Barton. A source within GCPD refutes the agency's claim that they were responsible for the death of the terrorist known as the Riddler. It was revealed that to the Gazette that Riddler was already dead when the agency arrived on scene, and that the vigilante Batman was present at the time. This calls into the question all of the agency's statements in regards to this matter. Earlier, it was confirmed by the GCPD coroner that the Riddler's cause of death was poisoning. The substance was a lethal combination of psychoactive drug injections directly into the bloodstream. The fact that Batman was unseen before the arrival of the agency arrest suggests he, and not the enforcement group, was responsible for Riddler's apprehension. However, some are speculating he was also responsible for his murder. The possibility of the Caped Crusader breaking his well-known moral code to put an end to the Riddler's threat lies heavy in the hearts of Gotham's citizens. More troubling still are agency and GCPD refusal to launch an investigation into Riddler's murder. Any claims that Riddler's death involved foul play are entirely erroneous, said Amanda Waller, director of this agency. In response to the GCPD's late revelation, the events aboard the Lady of Dublin occurred as the agency has previously stated. An internal affairs officer of the Gotham Police Department reached out to the Gazette to say, "We are going to be conducting a thorough internal investigation to root out the source of these unofficial leaks. These unauthorized reports go against GCPD police policy, but endanger active investigations. Opinion: law enforcement playing hot potato with Gotham attackers." 24 hours have passed since yesterday's massacre, and not a single suspect has been brought into custody. Not by the GCPD, not by the agency, and certainly not by the Batman. The only perpetrator identified in the attacks was a distinctive, massive man dressed as a Mexican wrestler. A source within GCPD says the suspect is known as Batman, yet both the local police and the agency have refused to go public with this information. This is a level of incompetence that hasn't been seen in Gotham until recently. Some were leery of this shadowy agency taking over the investigation into the recent acts of terrorism, citing the agency's failure to apprehend the Riddler during his initial crime spree in Gotham. Their efforts, or lack thereof, in apprehending those responsible of the Brokerage, Arsenal, and GothCorp attacks have confirmed that in ineptitude, the hearts and minds of Gotham citizens are nervous. While the agency and Gotham City Police Department are busy playing hot potato with Gotham's criminal cases, the murder of Arsenal walks free to terrorize Gotham with the weapons he and his villains associates have already used against the agency itself in an attack on one of their convoys. Batman is missing, or presumed dead, since his face-off with Bane, and law enforcement is unable to bring these terrorists to justice. It's clear to this reporter that Gotham citizens have no one to rely on but themselves. Be safe out there. Exclusive: Riddler body stolen from agency convoy. The Gazette can now confirm that the Riddler's body has been taken from agency custody, and that it was the target of the mass convoy's attack last night. When asked why the agency was in possession of the Riddler's corpse, Henry Chang, an agency spokesperson, said, "We don't know where the leaks are coming from, but whoever they are, they do not speak for the agency or the Gotham City Police Department. Anything they say should be regarded as unreliable." Chang refused to comment further. Speculations were raised in regards to the agency's credibility when the Gazette published an article calling into question the validity of one of their earlier statements. It was first erroneous, claimed by the agency that they were responsible for capturing Riddler, resulting somehow in the man's death. With the agency moving Riddler's body to an undisclosed location, it speculated to the that the government group might have been trying to take the corpse out of the hands of the local authorities. This would present access to present with a C instead of an S. Okay, whatever. Access to a key evidence and set back to an attempt to properly investigate Riddler's death. The outcry and hostility from Gotham citizens against the agency has increased as falsehoods are increasingly brought to light. Agency Director Amanda Waller was unavailable for an interview for this article. GCPD agency spotted at Wayne Tower. Eyewitness accounts state that both GCPD and the agency were seen entering Wayne Tower this morning. It is currently unknown what they were investigating, but less than an hour later, both groups departed without making any arrest or public statements. This has brought into question why such a show of force would be necessary at one of Gotham's most prominent buildings. The only known joint effort between the agency and the GCPD is the investigation into yesterday's attacks, now being referred to as the acts of terrorism by authorities. What connection this has to Wayne Enterprises and potentially CEO Bruce Wayne is still unknown. Concern over Wayne's mental state has bled into discussions about the future of his family's business. Last year, he was implicated in a high-profile assault on Oswald Cobblepot and was temporary stint in Rackham Asylum. As of this writing, no charges have been filed against Wayne. We reached out to the GCPD, the agency, and Wayne Enterprises. Each organization has refused to comment. Gordon fired from GCPD. GCPD confirmed today that the Deputy Commissioner of Operations, James Gordon, has been fired from the force. The majority of sources are blaming Gordon's rocky track record, which only recently led to his demotion from his position as commissioner. Still others are pointing to workplace tensions between the GCPD and the agency as the cause of Gordon's dismissal. The Gazette followed up on these comments, reached out both the GCPD and the agency for further explanation. The GCPD issued this brief statement. We appreciate all Gordon has done for the GCPD and wish him the best moving forward. The agency, while offering more charity in their response, still leaves us with many questions. Given the current climate in Gotham, a change in leadership is needed. We commend James Gordon for his years of service to the city and people of Gotham. Longtime supporters of Gordon have spoken out to the press. Breaking protocol is in an unprecedented move. Detective Renee Montoya said that about the dismissal, it's disgraceful. That's what it is. It's putting politics over policing. No candidates for the position of Deputy Ops have been announced. Exclusive, Catwoman narrowly escapes GCPD. Gotham's most notorious stray cat, the career thief known as Catwoman, is reportedly back in town and already causing a stir after a year-long hiatus. Catwoman is once more painting the town red and blue, with police sirens flooding the streets. The GCPD, who in the past have failed to apprehend Catwoman, are holding nothing back in the pursuit, an inside source says. We received our strongest lead to date, and it paid off. We got a piece of her before she slipped away. She's too smart to go to a hospital, so we encourage anyone who knows where she might have holed up to come forward. As an incentive, a generous reward is being offered by a group of private citizens, museums, and corporations, all victims of Catwoman's crimes. While this commitment by authorities to arrest Catwoman is laudable, it also raises concerns that police resources are being diverted from more pressing matters. The individuals responsible for the brokerage, arsenal, and Gothcorp's attacks, as well as the ambush on the agency convoy, are still at large. One could argue that unless Catwoman is somehow involved with these terrorists, she should be put on the back burner. I, for one, am more concerned with the safety of my children than the safety of my jewelry. Bruce Wayne implicated in bribery. Why no arrest? The negative publicity for Bruce Wayne, billionaire playboy, continues with Wayne's latest in a string of erratic behavior. An inside source of the GCPD implicates Wayne in trespassing on a crime scene in Gotham's Lower East End. Wayne is also said to have attempted bribery of an unnamed officer. What was Wayne doing in the Lower East End? And who was he with? Eyewitnesses suggest Wayne wasn't alone. Was this simply thoughtless thrill-seeking gone wrong? Not unlike his father, Wayne is no stranger to Gotham's less savory corners. He recently caused a stir when Wayne was headed to downtown notorious Stacked Deck Bar. It is believed GCPD has probable cause to investigate Wayne, or at least bring him in for questioning. Yet have not done so. The Gazette reached out to Wayne Enterprises GCPD and the agency to inquire whether the recent show of force at Wayne Tower had anything to do with Wayne's illicit activities. Each organization refused to comment. What are they not telling the public? Is Wayne embroiled in another scandal? Will this one diffuse like that of last year? Or is this just the beginning of another dark chapter in Wayne's life? Breaking news, police shut down Bodie Spa. Downtown's Bodie Spa is currently a hub of police activity. Passerby and frequenters of the spa are baffled by the sudden closure of its doors and are wondering how long it will last. Combined GCPD and agency forces have created a perimeter, apparently as part of an ongoing investigation within the spa. The exact cause of the presence is unknown. I'll be right back. Hello, Pepper. How are you doing today? Now, continuing on with our long list of stories. Clients and employees who were present at the time of the authorities' arrival were quickly escorted from the site. However, the Gazette did talk to one employee leaving the scene. The massacre, who looked pale and shaken, claimed she wasn't sure what happened, just that people got hurt. I was in the middle of a massage. I didn't see anything, just some guy who stuck his head into the room, but I thought this was just a prank. He said something about a secret lab. I don't know, I'm sorry. In the meantime, testy clients have taken to social media, condemning both Bodie Spa for refusing to give refunds for appointments canceled on account of these events. However, a Bodie Spa representative promises to reschedule these appointments as soon as the current matter is resolved. More in the story to follow as information is made available. Is the agency above the law? A secretive government presence organization known as the agency has become a common sight in Gotham. While their presence in Gotham is a justifiable answer to the rise of violent crime in the city, complaints of the agency's tendency to abuse its authority have poured into the mayor's office. The Gazette itself has received numerous letters lambasting the agency. Dock owners, in particular, are up in arms after multiple illegal searches of their private property, for which the agency offered no explanation. It's like the answer to no one. I've complained to the mayor, the police, the state legislator. I even were threatened lawsuits, but even the lawyers I contacted wanted nothing to do with these people. It's unbelievable. Now Gothamites have a new reason to question the agency's methods, apparently in connection to the current investigation at the Bodhi Spa. The agency is closed, monitoring travel in and out of the city. Public officials are encouraging citizens to cooperate with the agency's demands. Gotham security is the agency's priority. The sooner the agency finishes work, the sooner Gotham citizens can return to their normal lives. Vigil plan for victims of violence. A vigil is planned to honor these civilians, officers, and agents who have lost their lives or been wounded by recent attacks of terror. While the threats facing Gotham affect us all, the families of these individuals feel the fear and pain of these attacks in a very personal way. Many have cited a need to stand together as a sign of unity and defiance in the face of adversity. However, some believe a vigil is a bad idea and only gives these violent criminals an easy target. But the GCPD promised a strong presence at the vigil and encouraged Gothamites to attend. At the ceremony, family members of the fallen will also pay their respects, and religious leaders will offers words of guidance. My dad, Chip Locke, died in the attack on the police arsenal, says Susanna Locke, Chip's daughter, who is expecting her first child in just over a month. We miss him so much. We're all devastated. He won't be here to meet his granddaughter, but I know she'll be proud too, knowing her granddad died helping others. And that's why this vigil is so important, insists Susanna. We owe it to them to be there. I'm doing alright. They had like all that story from, and they didn't have it in the last time we could see the feed.
The bioscan of Riddler's body. I used the analysis you sent me to simulate its interaction with the virus. And the Bat computer promptly found holes in Freeze's calculations.
Lotus. Megavirus. Only one known survivor. Riddler. Freeze thinks his blood is now a key to unlocking Lotus's true potential. It appears that Lotus can be synthesized into a restorative agent for the human body. A remarkable one.
Well, Freeze got that part right, but
as soon as Lotus repairs any physical problems, it causes irreparable damage to the subject's brain chemistry.
It drives you insane.
It's what Riddler meant when he said, "I wasn't always like this."
All of these people, all of them trying to kill each other for something that will make them as deranged as he was in the end. We all should know by now that miracles come with a cost. Lotus is nothing more than a poison.
Something tells me Riddler would be laughing at all this. It's all such a mess.
One madman begetting more. He would have reveled in it.
Run the simulation again, then forward the readings to Special Agent Imana Vesta.
I already ran it several times myself. I wanted to be thorough. Silly notion, I know. My problems are purely psychological. My real cure is a very long vacation.
Alright, give me a moment. Alright, I'm back.
Somewhere far away from Gotham, a place where the sun actually comes to visit.
Maybe if you'd listen to me and start seeing your therapist.
Yes, I know. It's just, the more I talk about my kidnapping last year and my rescue by Batman, the harder it is keeping certain details a secret. You should understand that.
Avesta.
I read your report. The serum makes the whole thing beyond dangerous.
Did you find out where Waller's keeping Riddler's blood?
Yeah. She's got the area on lockdown, but I think I can get myself in. And then I'm taking these things off the table. Permanently.
Agreed. But be careful.
It shouldn't be a problem. I'm trusted here. I won't let Waller turn the agency back into something like Sanctus, Bruce. The vials have to go.
Good luck. Let's get you somewhere more comfortable.
Oh, Bruce. Tiffany's up there. She's probably wondering where I hurried off to.
I'm sorry, Albert. We can't risk you falling again.
Very well. No, we mustn't keep Tiffany worrying any longer. She's done quite enough of that the past few days.
Ready?
I'm afraid that's all we do. Worry the ones closest to us.
Okay, yes, thank you. The doctor is on her way. How are you feeling?
Well, better. A little more rest and some tea, and I'll be as good as new.
Make that a lot more rest, Alfred. You're hurt.
The only thing hurt is my pride, which, sadly, even the doctor won't be able to fix.
You can put up a strong front, but I'm not leaving your side until the doctor arrives. Got it?
Understood.
Be straight with me. When you told me Alfred wasn't doing well, is this what you were talking about?
I hoped that would remain discreet.
This is not something you hide, Al.
How worried should I be? You don't need to sugarcoat it.
I'll let Alfred tell you himself.
I told you, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's just... there's a lot more to worry about right now than me.
So... Bruce. After our little talk at your office, I had an idea. There's something I want to show you. So, I've been working on this in my spare time. I remember you said you could use the help. You know, when you're Batman. I started thinking about a tactical suit, in case I'm ever needed in the field. Para-aramid synthetic lining. Photo-adaptive suit coloring. Full spectrum, full surround heads-up display. I should be able to get the mesh fabricated in no time. I'm getting ahead of myself. The last thing you want is me out there on the rooftops with you. This wasn't all just about me. You've been going up against some heavy opposition, Bruce. More than usual. Alfred told me how Bane nearly killed you. So I designed you this.
That's a gun.
Let me read you the specs.
Batman doesn't use guns, Tiffany.
You mean, at all? I guess I've never seen you use one. But I didn't realize that was, like, a rule.
I don't use a gun, because Batman doesn't kill.
Okay, I get it. Still, Criminals are always trying to kill Batman. Are you telling me you've never once considered a gun? Just to even the odds. It's a no-brainer.
I don't let myself think about it. Once I go down that path...
You don't need to say anything else. Listen, I should have thought it through more. I just got so caught up in the design, I have a lot left to learn.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I have to go.
We'll be waiting right here.
John? Broken. Dr. Quinzel. This is Harley's.
Look good, please. You're not making this easy on me, you know? What am I gonna say to Bruce? It wasn't me. I mean, it was me, but it was self-defense.
I know it needs work.
Bruce? I'm sorry you're here. Please, it's not what it looks like. I can explain. Just try and reserve judgment.
Take a deep breath, John. Just calm down.
It was horrible. Just horrible. But you're right. I should do my exercises. Get a hold of myself.
What happened? Is Harley here?
She left just as I got here. The agents, they came looking for her. They're not supposed to just start shooting, Bruce. They're supposed to say, hands up! I've seen it on the TV.
They just attacked you.
I tried to talk sense into them, but they wouldn't listen. They just wanted blood. Something took hold of me. Something dark and vicious and desperate for survival. I grabbed the nearest thing and started swinging.
You think this is funny?
I'm sorry. I always laugh when I'm nervous. Wow. I completely redecorated, didn't I? I wonder what Harley would think of the new color scheme.
You said you hit them with something.
I think so. I just grabbed whatever came to hand.
This woman has a gunshot wound.
Oh, really?
In the back.
Oh, yeah, it's coming back to me now. She was going for her partner's gun, and I just went on autopilot. I didn't stop until I was safe. I've just been sitting here in the dark until you came in.
Okay, sounds like you did what you had to do.
Exactly. It was a real life or death moment. I just sort of closed my eyes and hoped for the best. I felt so much rage inside me, Bruce. It was terrifying. It was like I became someone else. Someone dangerous. But someone you want around when your back's against the wall. Don't look at me like that. It was a momentary episode. A flash in the pan. It won't be a problem. I promise. You believe me, don't you? You have faith in your good old buddy John, right?
Of course I believe you.
Oh, good! Thank you, Bruce. Thank you. I wasn't sure I could count on you. Not after you drank Harley's slushy when I told you I was in love. Not after the raid. It's been hard, knowing you haven't been straight with me, Bruce. Keeping your secrets. When we're supposed to have all this trust between us.
Straight with you. You're telling me you don't keep secrets from me?
Oh, Bruce, there are secrets, and then there are secrets. Yours is definitely a secret. You forget, I know you. The real you. Always hiding behind some kind of mask. Playboy, businessman, criminal, bat. Ooh. Dun dun dun. You can't fool a friend. Someone who really takes the time to look. You are the Batman. You kinda gave it away with the laptop. Bruce wanting it, and Bats wanting it. Too much of a coincidence to ignore.
Well done, John. You figured it out. I've got to say, I'm impressed.
Only because you underestimate me. After you fell on your own sword to save Catsy, there was no more doubt.
So what? You think you can use that against me? Huh? Blackmail me?
I would never! We're two threads in the same stitch, remember? Oh, my head feels all messed up right now. I need a purpose. I know where Harley is. She took a truck out of the city, across the Gotham Bridge. Let me help you stop her. You and me, Batman. We can clean up this city together. Unless the stitch is truly broken.
When this is over, we will have a very serious talk about all this. But right now, let's go find Harley. We'll bring her in together.
Oh, gosh. Thank you, Bruce. You're going such great things. Oh. Sorry about the blood. We've got to catch up with Harley before these murderous agents find her. She's got explosives and the virus. If they start shooting, things could get really exciting. Oh, boy! Remember when you said you could buy me a car? I think I'd like to take you up on the offer.
Get back! I'll blow this bridge to hell if you don't give me Riddler's blood!
Can't do it, Quinn. Even if I wanted to.
I mean it! The bridge and every sad son of a bitch on it!
The blood is gone! The serum you want is no longer an option! Stand down now! No one needs to get hurt!
I said get back!
You're gonna kill her, Bruce! You're gonna shoot first and ask questions later! I can't just stand here and do nothing! We can't let that happen!
She's got a detonator, John, and the virus. Harley has to be stopped, no matter what it takes.
Please, don't let her get hurt, Bruce. You know what she means to me.
Wayne, about time you showed up. What in the good goddamn is he doing here?
Director Waller, John Doe's, been aiding Bruce's investigations.
This creature's with you?
Amanda Waller, meet John Doe. He's a trusted friend.
I'm here to defuse the situation.
I have my doubts. But hell, at this point I'll try anything. Harley's making demands we simply can't meet. Her detonator's on a dead man's switch. She lets it go. This bridge is history. This situation is rapidly spiraling out of control. I'm running out of options.
Thank you for the hearts, Pepper.
Harley is heading towards a cliff, and she's gonna drag all of us with her.
I can talk her off the ledge. Just give me a moment.
She won't listen. All she wants is Riddler's goddamn blood. And that's gone. One of my own people destroyed it. Someone inside the agency. The serum Quinn wanted to make is off the table for good.
Let me try.
Give it a shot, Bruce. See what you can do. Stand down, people. Let him through.
Well, well, well. Bruce Wayne!
Harley?
You made it out of the icebox. Good for you. Should've guessed you were working with Waller. Had me fooled. Up to a point. All I want is Riddler's blood. I get it. I leave Gotham for good. That agency hellbeast says she don't got it, but I know she's lying through her teeth.
The serum you're trying to make, it doesn't do what you think it does.
How do you know about that?
Because I looked into it. It does as much harm as it does good, maybe more. Harley, you're a doctor. You have to understand. It destroys your brain chemistry.
Uh-huh. Sure. You're gonna tell me you love me, Wayne?
Excuse me?
I like a little romance when I'm getting screwed. I'm holding all the goddamn cards. Either they give me what I want, or I play the one that goes boom! I ain't fooling around. I'll do it without a second thought.
I know why you're doing this, Harley. If you're afraid of inheriting your father's illness, I can help you find a cure.
What did I say when I first brought you to the subway? Never bring up my dear old dad again!
Bruce, what the hell are you doing? Harley does not like talking about such personal things.
Stand down!
Bruce, keep on like that, she's gonna lose it!
Puddin'?
Let me talk to her. I know her better than anyone.
I'm so glad you're here, baby! These deadbeats want my head on a stick!
You can do it, John. I believe in you.
I won't let you down. I have everything worked out. Up here. Trust me. I learned from the best.
Okay, just
what?
try and reason with her. She thinks you have her best interests at heart.
I got this, Bruce. I'm just gonna be myself. Just like you told me in the cafe. Hey, don't worry about a thing. With all these people watching, how can I not live up to the occasion?
Those two reprobates getting their heads together is a recipe for a disaster. What were you thinking?
John said it himself. He knows her better than anyone. As long as he keeps her talking, there's still a chance she won't blow the bridge.
There's truth in that. Not enough to inspire confidence, but it's better than nothing. I don't like the look of that. Not one bit. You gotta be kidding. This is going south. We're gonna shut this down right now.
If we interfere now, we could push him right back into Harley's arms.
If we don't, everyone on this bridge will die. Stand by to move in, people. Alpha team, move into flank. What the hell do you think you're doing?
You gotta trust him, Waller. I'm telling you, he'll come through.
With a marriage proposal, maybe. Not a successful resolution to the crisis at hand.
You need to have faith. Stand down.
You backstabbing piece of crap!
Don't struggle, Harley. They think you're a fighter. They're gonna put you in the hole.
I'm gonna rip your head off, you two-diamond son of a...
Get her out of here.
How could you, John? You broke my heart.
Bruce showed me how to be good, Harley. In a way you never could.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Doe. You did a great job. The virus, please.
I don't think so. I don't think anyone should have this. Least of all you.
Well then, we'll no longer be requiring your service.
No! What are you doing? He helped us.
betrayed me? After I saved the day? You agency people! You're just the worst!
Find that maggot! And get Quinn in the truck immediately! Where's Wayne? I want him secured! Secure him if you have to!
Thanks, Root. It's good to know you have my back. John? You corrupt pigs. You're supposed to stand for justice. But you liars. And you're murderers. And you're so goddamn rude. What the heck? What's wrong with this thing? Come on. Why don't you just work? Yes! Yes!
So they'll try to bring him down. You and 75.1% of players left Alfred feeling proud. Alfred was grateful when you helped him up off the floor. You left him feeling resigned when you mentioned he needed to see the doctor. Alfred was proud when you advised Tiffany throughout thoughtfully about Batman's code. You and 45.2% of players left Tiffany feeling apologetic. Tiffany felt solemn after learning about Batman's code. You left Tiffany feeling apologetic for questioning Batman's code. You and 71.5% of players left Waller feeling livid. Waller was supportive when you showed focus in going after Harley. You were irritated, Waller, when you said she shouldn't use the Sanctus tech. She became livid after you sided with John on the bridge. You and 64.3% of players set John down the path of being a vigilante. John was despondent when you said you were trying to help in the subway. He appreciated that you allowed him to leave to find Harley by himself. You have earned John's trust, and he has vowed that the two of you will clean Gotham up together. You and 57.3% of players left Vesta feeling gratified. She was relieved that you didn't hold the fact that she told Waller your identity against her. She was understanding about your pragmatic approach to Batman's code. She was gratified by your concern when you cautioned her about destroying Riddler's blood. Did you lower the temperature for Mr. Freeze? You and 94.7% of players showed Mr. Freeze compassion by lowering the temperature in the airlock. Did you trust John to find Harley by himself? You and 86.9% of players told John that you trusted him to find Harley by himself. Alright. Let's go ahead and start up onto the Portal part of the Let's Play today. Right now. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great little while until I start Portal. Or if you're watching this on a VOD, have a great night or day, whatever it may be for you. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and start up into Portal. So I'll see you all in a few moments. Be right back.